Okay. Hello everyone. So I've been asked probably, a couple times how to retime runs using iMovie, because that's what I use to retime my runs. So I guess today I'm going to show you how to do that, because iMovie, as you can see, it only shows one decimal past, or it only shows up to one decimal place, but for speedruns, especially for short games, you need 3 decimal places. So, I have 2 runs to show you. This is my 157.867, and the run over here is my 1332.6. So, we're going to use these two to retime them. So, the first thing you want to do is find your frame rate. So I'm just going to find a point of reference, which is, I'll just do the frame before the in-game timer starts on my run here. This says 1.3 seconds, so we just want to keep splitting one frame after until it says 1.4, which is there. And then we want to keep splitting one frame after until it says 1.5 and see how many frames we've added. So we've added 1, let's add 2, it still says 1.4, and let's add 3, and it finally says 1.5, so we can multiply that number by 10. So I'm running at 30 frames per second, and that's important to know to retime your runs. So I'm just going to cut where the run starts, which is the frame before the in-game timer starts, which is right there. And then we can find where the run ends, which is here, where the in-game timer stops on level 5, for 5 levels. Oops, let me... Okay. And so this is a 157.8, so what I do is just cut one frame after time stops, and I just keep adding on frames. So I've added on 1 frame, and that put it up to a 0.9. So 0.1 divided by 3 is 0.033, so I can just subtract that from 157.9 to get my real time, which is 157.867. So that's how I got that time. Let's see the 1332.6 and see how I got that. So time starts there, and we can just go all the way to level 30, and so in-game timer stops there, we can split there, and then we just add 1 frame after the in-game timer stops and see if it goes up to 0.7, which it hasn't, so we add another one, and still 0.6, so we add another one, and that jumps up to 0.7, so 3 frames, at 30 frames per second is 0.1 seconds, so we can just subtract 0.1 from 0.7 to get 0.6, which is how I got 1332.6. So hopefully you guys understand how to retime with iMovie now. And yeah, that's all I got. See ya.